All right. So we've been doing our study on the book of Revelations, yes. And the last one we talked about was the letter to the churches, and we zoomed in on the church in Ephesus, right? So towards the tail end of the appraisal that was given to Ephesus, uh, it was more like a word was given as to what was to be expected by the church in Ephesus. It said that to him who overcomes, I will give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. Possibly. That automatically suggests that there is a contention. Because if you're going to overcome, there will be a contention. Remember, I also said that the what was the instruction that was given unto them was to go back to do the very first works. Now, it suggests to us that every time uh, we are to go in the direction that God has ascertained for us, every time we are going to do the work of God, we are meant to do the work of God. Every time we have made a decision to go on the straight path, right? It almost appears as though there's going to be almost like a commensurate opposition towards the path we are taking. Just like the Newton's, you would say, one of the Newton's law of motion that says that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Now, this is what I'm saying basically. What I'm saying is this, that every time we have decided to follow in the path that God would have lead for us, it almost appears that there's going to be a contention. However, the moment we are able to stay, we are able to persevere, we're able to overcome, we will reap the good of the land. Not only that, we'll be able to have access to the greatness that God has apportioned for that particular pathway they have chosen to take. So it means that every time you have decided to stay in the paths of God, the enemy will always want to raise an opposition. But if you're able to stay to the very end, you will reap the dividends of it. Think about this.